family, welcome back to my channel. I would just like to say in this particular video that in regards to the Kenneka Jenkins case, there are several things which remain unanswered from the perspective of the family members, okay? Because ultimately there have never been the release of any videos which would show Kenneka entering the freezer, okay? Now, I saw a video from a lady that works with an identical freezer, with a freezer that is very similar. Okay, now it is very impossible. It was demonstrated to be very impossible for a person to close the freezer door behind them because it's not a door that you simply open and shut. It's a sliding door. Okay, it's a heavy sliding door that actually um, needs to be moved with a lot of force. Okay, now if you look at the videos of Kenneka stumbling through the hallways, in one instance, she ran into um, a railing. Okay, she was holding up herself as she walked by pressing herself into the wall as she walked along. And so it is very impossible for a person to be highly inebriated, right, and mistake a freezer for a regular door. Okay, because first of all, she would have to have the presence of mind to actually move the door to open it. All right, so she would be consciously opening the door to a freezer, right? Afterwards, she would have to enter the freezer and actually, she couldn't close it from the inside completely. She would have to step outside to really pull the door with a lot of force in order to shut the door. Okay, and then she would have to somehow enter the freezer before the door shut. Okay, these are not possible in the conditions of a person who is highly inebriated. Okay, so what we would need to see is the video of her actually walking into the freezer. Okay, because there's cameras all over that level of the building. Somebody should have seen her via camera walking into the freezer. Okay, and also I saw in a few videos where there was evidence of her image ghosting. Okay, now the term ghosting refers to a video in which, if you look at the sequence frame by frame, it will appear to be a blur. Okay, so throughout the video, there were numerous blurs when she was walking in the kitchen section, numerous blurs. And also, when I saw another brother break down frame by frame, there's steps missing out of her movement. You can actually tell where um, entire scenes or entire frames of her walking were removed. Okay, so there were too many inconsistencies in this story, and it really piqued my interest recently after I did that recent video. I went and I reviewed some of the footage. I mean, it shouldn't have been possible for all of these videos to be altered unless there was some larger cover up. Okay, so in this regard, I would just like to touch bases with my subscribers. If there's anybody else who had similar um, findings regarding this case, you can hit me up in my inbox, drop a comment in this video. I think, in this downtime, we need to address various things that were outstanding, and in this case, we can see that there's something going on with this Kenneka Jenkins case. Family, we need to find out who killed our sister, who left her in that freezer, and if there's somebody at the hotel. Personally, before I end this video, the only person, who could have been watching her movements and following her via the camera is the security guard. Okay, as I watched it, the only persons who could have really orchestrated um, assaulting her and leaving her in that freezer, it only could have been the security guard observing her and probably sending cues to another security guard or another employee to let the person know that she would be coming that direction or that she would be in that area um, while they were watching her on camera. Okay, so I just wanted to make that short comment. Um, if anybody else has any other similar findings, let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. One love.